Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Long time. Been a long time.
You sound honeymooned.
Do I sound relaxed and rejuvenated?
You do.
Uh, I am.
Was it
We
everything?
It was everything and more. Plus, but what's a fun trip without a little bit of stress? We had to leave about a day and a half early because a hurricane came, of course, to Antigua for the first time in like 7 years. And of course, it happened while I was there because that's just how things work out for me.
On brand.
Uh, yeah, very much. But it was so amazing. And don't you know it, I still found a way to watch Dancing with the Stars while I was there.
I'm so
Um,
glad.
I still found a way. I watched like the last hour live while it was happening, and then I went back and watched like the first five dancers, whatever, after last week. But shout out to Sarah Malou for taking over for me while I was gone. The episode was fantastic. I was laughing and giggling on the plane on the way back, and I was so glad to have her step in for me. There is no one better that I could even pick.
I
So
know.
thank you.
She's great. Shout out Sarah. It was really fun.
Yes, thank you so much. I
But of
appreciate it.
course, of course we're glad to have you back. It's not the same without
No,
you.
exactly. I mean, we we just started with a dream, and here we are.
I know. That's it. Yep. And now we have like a whole cult following,
a great a
obviously.
great a great group of listeners. I love the feedback. I love the people who listen. I love that I have friends who don't even watch the show but listen to support me. I think that's my favorite. It's like people who don't even watch, they still tune in and they know everything that's going on just because they listen to the show, the
It's so
podcast.
funny. Well, we've got to convert them and get them watching
I know.
because it's just, I mean, it really is just everything. And like, I don't
It's
know.
so
I said
good. It's so good. It's such a good show and people who are not watching are missing out.
correct, which obviously those of you who are listening are more than likely watching, but like, we gotta, I really want Dancing with the Stars to be what it was in its heyday. Like,
Yes.
and like now you have all these shows like The Masked Singer and all these,
Boo.
like, they have like, they get like top tier celebs. And I think part of it is that you don't have to like really rehearse week and week and week and week and week
Yeah. This is a
over week.
major commitment. Like Dancing with the
Yeah.
Stars is like you are moving to LA for 4 months to compete on this show. It's a
And you
job.
rehearse for a gazillion hours every single
Yes.
day for weeks on end.
Literally for one dance, sometimes two, which I'm expecting next week, but for one dance. But I will say, I think this is everyone's homework assignment if you're listening. Recruit one person to come over to your house and watch with you. Like just one. Just
Yes.
have one person come over and be like, okay, I'm getting the pizza or the ice cream or whatever,
The
and
wine.
watch this
The
show with
wine.
me. Exactly. And watch this show with me. Because you're gonna
Um
love it.
you are. It just I want it to be like have this like huge following that other shows
A
have.
resurgence, if you will. But I will
Yeah.
say they are in the news a lot this week, and I feel like I was also checking the viewership.
Mhm.
Um, so the ratings from ABC that were dropped. Premiere night had 4.78 million viewers, which was the second highest, and the most viewership was on Motown night. So
Interesting.
over 5 million people watched it on live on Motown night. So I mean that's pretty good, but I feel like we can do better.
Yeah. Um, and I don't know if it's like this season without Tyra has given me just like new life,
Yeah, like a
but
resurgence. Yeah.
I am enjoying it so much. I don't know if it's just because I genuinely like every single person on this cast and I love how much they all love each other. Like it gives me warm and fuzzies. Like I I am just so like I watch it every week. I always look forward to it, even when we went through some low lows with like celebs we didn't like or like questionable casting or
Yeah.
like the Tyra times. Like I still always looked forward to it, but now I legitimately like live,
I
sleep,
know.
breathe, eat. It's all I think about. Like I love these people. Just been such a great season and we're starting to get down to the nitty gritty
We're
where
getting
again
there.
I
5 people have gone
genuinely
home.
like these people and I don't I'm concerned.
Yeah, I really it's rare for me to not have someone that I'm actively cheering for to go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So before we jump into this week, most memorable year with the Len tribute,
Oh my
let's
God.
I I don't I may actually cry while we talk about
Oh,
it, but
100%. 100%. We
um
will.
the news and drama from this past week or so. We are recording late because I had to go deal with Brendan. His battery died in the Walmart parking lot. And so I had to go pick his ass up. But like we couldn't jump his truck off with my car. So then we had to go to AutoZone and buy a whole ass battery and
And this
install
was
it.
all happening last night while the show was going on.
Yes. And I was like, am I going to get to watch this show live at all this season? I feel like I haven't watched live in real time. And I miss it so much. I miss
But don't worry, you still get those votes in.
I didn't last night. I was too busy driving Miss Daisy.
Oh my gosh. You also Katie
I was
also
very
called
stressed.
she also called Brendan her boyfriend in the chat on the Facebook group. She called him her boyfriend. She said, "Sorry, my boyfriend's car has been giving me trouble." And I was the first person to call her out as soon as I could. I was like, "Oh, so he's just her boyfriend now whenever he's doing something inconvenient." I love that.
I mean, he was on boyfriend behavior last night. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But the drama this week, the hot goss is about Emma and Mauricio. What are your thoughts?
Okay. So page 6, wasn't it page 6 reported that they
Mm-hmm.
were seen holding hands exiting the restaurant after they seemingly went on a date with each other at a popular spot for celebs in LA. And so they're walking out of the restaurant and they're holding hands, which part of me is like, okay, Emma's always pretty touchy-feely with her partners. However, this guy and her are going out to this isn't like they're holding hands at the studio or like holding hands having a conversation or like holding hands to get their scores. They were holding hands leaving a very public place. So it was interesting to me. I feel like that's a telltale sign that something's going on, but also I don't know how I feel about it just because it's so messy.
I know. I I can't decide if I believe it or not. I mean, they're both really attractive, seemingly wonderful people. So, I mean, that's great. However, there is a lot of mess. And while I am Marie Kondo in that I love mess, I don't know that this is one that I'm like full on shipping here.
I'm never really excited when one person is married, and they are seen
Legal,
holding hands to someone else.
but they're only legally married. Like
Well,
they're
yeah.
but they're separated. Like
Yeah,
they're
because
not together.
the other element of all of this is the Kyle Richards and Morgan Wade of it all, where she is rumored to possibly be super close with this musician, Morgan Wade. She was in her music video where they're basically like kissing each other. And then
Yeah.
Mauricio throws us for a loop when we find out that his dance is his most memorable year dedicated to his wife Kyle and his family. And I'm like, what is going on?
I have whiplash, honestly.
And then I can't wait until we discuss the dance because
I know,
then
I know, I know, I
all
know.
of it is such a mess. Like I have nowhere to even put all my thoughts because it's like so many things coming at me from so many different directions. Do I think that something's going on? Yes. Do I hope that something is going on? Not really, because it just feels icky.
I don't get the ick as much simply for the reason that Kyle was the first one to seemingly be actively dating someone else.
Right.
From what we can tell, it just is really hard to speculate on other people's relationships. Like
Totally. Totally.
we don't know, and obviously we're not here to judge or call anyone a bad person. But like, so I don't, because of what we have seen from the outside, and it looking as though Kyle was the one to kind of go out and sow her wild oats first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel weird about it for Mauricio and Emma, but I don't know. I can't like commit and be like super excited about it because it's just like an unfortunate situation all around. But I'd love them together, and I'm interested to see. I feel like this like season of life right now has been like hand holding has never been in the news more. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, Riley and Harry, Emma and Mauricio. Like
God knows who else.
It's all about the hands, people.
Yeah, literally. And that the Sasha element too, which that's always been interesting since him and Emma have announced their split. And like Sasha being there and witnessing all this chemistry and the conversations and the high fives and the hugs after all the dances. I'm just like, oh my God, this is just so complex. This show is so, again, people need to watch this show. It's full of drama.
Yeah, if y'all like Bravo and like E and all of the reality TV show vibes, like what are you doing if you're not watching this?
You are missing out. But yeah, so that's that on that.
Yeah, so we'll see. I just am so conflicted. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't have positive or negative vibes either way. I'm just like kind of interested to see what happens.
Same.
And then the other drama, which kind of broke today, is the so there's a tribute, a beautiful, wonderful, heart-wrenching tribute to Len Goodman this week. We knew it was coming. Former pros came back to be a part of it. And like pros we haven't seen since like the very early days where like it looked like it was like the quality was like this was filmed on a toaster. Like it was it was so bad. But like and you had to call to vote, didn't you?
That's when you had to call in on your family's landline.
Correct.
And vote. And you would get the message, and it was Tom Bergeron's voice, and you would literally hear, "Hi, you're voting for so-and-so," because everyone had a different digit. So you would only vote for like number 1, 2, and they were assigned their digit at the beginning of the season.
And they would have it on the bottom of the screen for the entire time that they were dancing.
Yes, their number was like the whatever it is, like cascading across the bottom of your screen.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah,
it was like it was very exciting. I was super excited about it. Wow, it was very exciting. I was super excited. That's deep. But then there were some people that were clearly missing from the list. And so I was curious as to how they selected who was deemed, I guess, worthy of the invite. But so neither Sharna nor Cheryl were invited back. And obviously, like Whitney and Lindsay, they weren't on there either, which is a little odd.
Also interesting. Yeah.
But they're newer. So I feel like I can see that more. But Sharna and Cheryl have been on forever. Yeah. So I thought it was a little odd that they didn't get the invite and were very clearly upset by it. But it's the Brian Austin Green with the text post, like
bag coming through with his
heat,
with his lime green
and
blue message to all of his followers, his however many thousand followers, about Sharna being left out of the premiere or of the Len Goodman tribute, and how he did not appreciate that people we need to read the statement. Do you have it with you? Or do you have it pulled up?
I can pull it up. But
yeah, so the other thing I thought was interesting too is that so like I know Lindsay and Whitney didn't take part, and Lindsay was there. So Lindsay watched, but she just didn't dance. So that was the other element to me where I was like, I mean, maybe it was just, and Jenna and Lindsay and Whitney, they're all best friends. So it's like they would have, if anybody had any power here, like they would have been invited. It's just weird. I don't know how all of it went down or shook down or whatever. Like, how did they determine who took part? I don't know.
So Brian Austin Green on Instagram,
it's so bad,
posted, "I can't begin to tell you how disappointed I was for @Sharna Burgess to not be invited for the tribute last night. It's disappointing as well that none of her, quote, family in the ballroom, end quote,
so done,
stuck up for her or spoke out. She's an incredible soul and has always been a friend to everyone. She deserved better. #family sticks together, red heart emoji."
And what did his Instagram caption say the same thing?
No, his caption, which this is really shitty if true, big news if true. She wasn't even invited to sit in the stands and watch. Shame on that group of people. Kindness is an action, and so is love. Red heart emoji. At Cheryl Burke should have been there as well.
Oh my God, the tea. The
It's
tea.
piping. It is piping hot.
So my thoughts around it are, first of all, bag, like, who are you? You know, like, what are you doing? I love that he's sticking up for his woman. I love that and I respect that. But also that just makes it messy. Did she approve him to say this? Like, she should have known better than to let him get out his notes app or whatever. I was sad that I can see that. It does make me sad that she wasn't there or given the opportunity to be there, because I have always liked Sharna. I do. Like, she's not ever been my favorite pro by any means, but I've always enjoyed her. I've always thought she had good dances. She's had great partners. She's won before. So it's kind of like, her presence was an awkward and obvious miss to me. Cheryl, she's been super messy on her podcast. I can see why they were like, let's just kind of keep Cheryl away for a little bit. She's kind of made her distance. Let's, not invite her back. It's sad that like Tom Bergeron wasn't there. It's sad Aaron
I
Andrews
totally
wasn't
agree.
there.
I wanted those two to be there so badly. Like,
yeah. And that's just how it's shaking out. And even the thing about Tom came out today, where Tom announced that the reason he's not on anymore and the reason he got fired is because he wasn't happy with who they were casting, and he made his voices known, or his concerns voiced, or whatever. But still, it's so much mess. Everyone is just trying to throw out their opinion, but it's really about Len. This was all really about Len. So it's just kind of icky. Again, just another icky thing.
Yeah, this gives me big ick for sure. Like, I hate seeing, it's like when you find out a horrible secret about someone that you thought was the most amazing person in the whole world, and you're just like, no,
right?
No, I don't want to see that. I want to only see the good stuff. Like, you're peeking behind the curtain and seeing that, like, it is a show that is based on ratings, and it's a business at the end of the day. And you see it, and you see the politics that go into it, and it's just, it kind of can be really unfortunate.
Yeah, so that was a lot, and we won't let any of that taint how we felt about the dance, but that was some drama today for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Else? Any other drama?
I think that's it for drama. Okay. I've decided that I do not think that Riley and Harry are in love anymore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I listened to last week too, and it was really funny, like hearing Sarah's perspective and her talking about it. The post was interesting, like him over the top of her. Like, that was tea for Dancing with the Stars to post that. Like, that on their Instagram, the pose from their contemporary where he's like over her, and it made it look very, I guess, close and stuff. But that was clearly not the vibe of their dance. And as I've watched it too, I mean, I feel like I'm just getting friend. I'm just getting friend energy.
Does she have a boyfriend?
Apparently, she had a boyfriend who's on a 2-year mission, and they agreed. I watched the YouTube clip. There's a YouTube clip where she talks about it. Someone had sent in a question for her, and it was like, Riley, do you have a boyfriend? And she said, I do have a boyfriend, but we have agreed while he's on his 2-year mission for him to do his own thing, and then for me to do my own thing. And then if we want to be together when he gets back, then we might be. Okay. So very much not a boyfriend.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, speculating on other people's relationships is really freaking hard. Yeah. But like, and also none of our business, but
we're
fine. Making it our business.
Yeah. If you're listening, which you never know, let us know.
No, yeah. I don't think that they're anything more than good buds, best buds.
Yeah. I think they're very close for sure. And that's just the nature of this show. Like, I don't think Riley has a ton of friends yet in LA because she just moved out there. And I think that this is her life 100% right now. And she's only with Harry right now because, again, your show, you're dedicating 100% of your time to this. But I think once it's over, they'll still be friends. But I don't think it's going to be anything like people are speculating. But yeah, it is great for their votes, and it keeps them on the show.
And it keeps people talking about Dancing with the Stars, which is what we all want at the end of the day.
Yes, at the end of the day, we can all agree on that.
So let's go ahead and get into the actual dancing.
Yes, after we've discussed all of that.
I know. Well, there's a lot.
A
lot happened this week.
So much happened.
So we started off with Mira and Gleb, and her most memorable year.
You forgot. There's someone else, also Matea. It was not just Mira and Gleb. It was Mira and Gleb and Matea this week.
Correct. So her most memorable year was 2004 when her daughter Matea was born. And so, all right, I have never seen the movie that she's from, which is Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. That's how you say it?
That's
right?
exactly right.
Romy. Okay, just making sure. I've never seen it, so I don't get a lot of the I guess nuances. So I literally everyone after dance was talking about how it is basically from this movie. So I went and watched the clip of the dance scene from the movie, and by God, they were right. It's pretty the three people dancing. I get it. I see where they went with that. I don't know. What did you think?
It's a nice homage to the movie, but it was a cheesy dance. For those of us who don't have that dance necessarily memorized from the movie, it didn't really present well whenever they performed it. I thought it was sweet to have her daughter come out. I love a trio. I think those are super fun. I hope they do those again. But this just wasn't the trio for me. I thought her lines were still so good, and she still looked amazing and performs well, but this dance was just too slow, and it was just not my favorite contemporary ever by any means.
And I feel like the song Time After Time, which again, I get it. I know why they chose it. It's from the movie. I understand. I got it. I get it. It's so overdone to me. It is literally in my head every 80s teen movie. I'm over it.
Yeah, and the heart pose at the end was just rough.
I cannot. So
it was really rough.
There were moments where it was literally beautiful and so graceful and elegant, and I really liked it. But also, they went rogue after the opening trio part that was from the movie, because the clock arms that they did are from High School Musical. What time is it? Summertime. I can't take credit for that. Sierra Livermore said that in the Facebook group. She said, "Homegirl really said," and then she posted the GIF from the High School Musical dance scene. And I was like,
tough.
Shit, that is tough. It was giving me that, or the big comfy couch where that clown girl would tell the time with her legs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Oh my God. Is that no, that's not, it's not Bear in the big blue couch. It was something in the big blue couch. No,
it was the big comfy couch, right?
The big comfy couch, something like that. But yes, the leg time. I'm so done.
But and then we had the heart arms at the end, which made me gag. And then she had that weird, when you have a cousin or a kid or a little nugget running around, and you do the thing where you lay on your back and put your feet up, and you pretend like they're flying.
Yeah,
tough. They did that, and I was like,
airplane.
Yes, what is this now?
Airplane.
It was so cheesy and so gimmicky. He's given so much great choreography this season, and this was just such a flop to me.
It was Gleb, what is this? What is going on?
What is this?
The people were not happy.
No, Erica Ford nailed it. She said it was giving routine you perform with your cousins to convince your parents to let you have a sleepover.
That was it.
That is exactly what it is.
So their scores. She got a 7 from Carrie Ann, an 8 from Derek, which is insane, and a 7 from Bruno.
Yeah, not for me.
So they had, I guess that's what is that?
22.
22 out of 30. So that was high. That was very high.
And that was the only dance I actually got to watch live before I had to go pick Brendan's ass.
Rescue your husband. Okay, next up we had Ariana and Pasha. They had a Viennese waltz to Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish.
Her most memorable year was 2023 because of Scandival, obviously.
Shocker.
I didn't know she found out while she was at her grandmother's funeral. That's just insult to
funny. It's
injury.
not funny at all. I don't know
So
about laughing.
whoever like broke the news to her, or like if it got posted on, social media or whatever, shame on you. Let the girl have like go
I
home and
thought
change out of her black dress first. Come on now.
I thought that she found out like the same day her dog died or something. Like I didn't know it was her grandma's funeral. Like all of that is really bad though. Something I knew there was some death around it. I just didn't know
That's
whose,
like
but
maybe rock bottom. Like
yeah,
as that's a brutal, just one
a
the old one
brutal.
brutal, the old 1-2 punch.
Yeah, so I thought that the cover was rough as always, but
Mm-hmm.
I thought the dance was good. I thought it was a really strong dance. I thought she looked beautiful. They've been dressing her really well.
Mm-hmm.
All
This
of her
this dress
costuming,
was so beautiful.
all of her costuming has been just 10 out of 10. I thought the dance was strong, but I did want a little bit more. I don't know what it was. Like I wanted her to have a really, really strong dance, and I was just thought it just left a little, not that it wasn't good because it was, but it's like, I know she can do this. I feel like all of her dances have kind of all been solid and good, but they've all kind of just looked the same to me. So I was ready for something a little bit more, I don't know. I don't even know really, but it had some good intense points to it and overall good. So I agreed with the judges, but I'm excited to see what else she can do.
I am excited to see her breakout dance because I feel
Yeah.
like she has been good this whole time. I'm with you on that. And I loved the dance. I thought it was really, really pretty. I thought she performed the shit out of it. She's a great performer. And the ending was iconic. The like turn, look over the shoulder at the camera
Oh
and
yeah, that
walk
was
away.
fierce.
It was
Fierce.
badass. I was like, damn, go off.
And
Like,
Pasha too. When
I
Pasha did it,
know.
I was like, okay, King.
Their partnership, I love it so much.
I'm happy for Pasha, as I've said a million times. Like
I
he has
know.
finally gotten a contender.
I know. But I agree with you that like there's something that I want to see come out of her that like that sounds bad. No. I I'm ready for her breakout moment where she just like
Exactly.
goes out there and does the damn thing, eats, leaves no crumbs, and it's like I don't know what is the like special sauce to like make that happen. It just when it happens, and it's the most amazing thing to behold. But she's great. She's wonderful.
Yeah,
And the
she's gonna do
judges
it.
loved it. I loved Bruno like giving her a whole ass like motivational
Oh,
poster quote.
100%. He was literally like, "Don't you ever settle again."
I know. I know. I was like, yes. Like I want a line of motivational posters from Bruno.
Same. Okay, so
Um,
she ate it up. She got
she
all
did.
eights for a 24,
And I feel
which
like
I agreed
that's
with.
pretty much where she's been pretty consistently, I feel like.
Right.
And that's fine with me. Because she did have some wobbles, like her balance. She needs to work on her balance.
For sure.
But next up, we had Charity and Artem.
Contemporary dance To Lose You to Love Me by Selena Gomez.
Dude, okay, so her most memorable year was 2022. She graduated from graduate school, which go off. We love that.
We
Proud of
do.
you. She was on The Bachelor and became The Bachelorette and left a toxic relationship, which we love to see that. So a lot of really great stuff happened for her in 2022. And Artem, I've I've never seen this side of him before. I'm obsessed with their partnership.
Yeah, I think that Artem has softened this season. I don't know if it's because he's gotten so, I mean, you can definitely still tell though in some of their package where he's like, no, do it again. Like he's always going to be intense Artem or angry Artem. But I feel like this year he's really softened with Charity because she's not a girl you can walk up to and like challenge like he could with Caitlin Bristow or Hannah. Yeah, like Caitlin, who was someone who I felt like there was going to be a little bit more of like butting heads there. I feel like they mesh well because Charity seems very receptive to learning and he's really challenging himself and her. I'm excited to hear what you thought about the dance. You can go first.
So I've never seen someone talk about like something really sad like that and Artem get up and be like, I have to hug you. Like I feel like she really genuinely is just like this awesome, amazing, wonderful person. And he truly like cares for her. And I just love that so much. I'm so thankful to the Lord above that they did not do a cover of the song.
Thank you, Lord. Yes.
Amen. I was really nervous when I saw the jungle gym setup. I was like, "Oh, what are we doing here?" And but I thought they used it very, very well. I thought it went on a little bit too long, but I wasn't mad. Like when she stood up there by herself and then like did a trust fall into Artem's arms, I was like, "Holy shit, that was like amazing." Once they got on the floor and were doing like more of the, like a traditional contemporary, I between the song and the day, I was like actually crying. Like something about it just touched my heart. Like I was a mess. Like you could tell she felt it so much and she was so committed. Like it was like pure raw emotion and she put her whole soul into it and I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so good. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I'm obsessed with it. It was beautiful.
I loved that her fiance was filming her on his phone when she was recording, like whenever she was dancing and they panned to him and he was videoing it. And I just thought that was really pure because it's like,
King. What
this
a
is
king.
on TV, dude. Like, you're going to actually have very high quality recordings of it. But he was so proud. So I love that. And I'm so happy that she has found a great guy that loves her. And I really hope it lasts, even though we know these bachelor relationships typically don't. I really, really hope so for her because she deserves it and she's so great. I freaked out whenever I saw them on the monkey bars.
The monkey bars.
Whenever it panned to them, I was like, no, oh no, why a prop? Like, why the cages? Like, what are we doing? Because a lot of times, you know how we all feel about props. Like, they have to be done immaculately for them to look good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really cool. I will say that I thought it was cool. At first, I think I was so nervous about how it was going to go that I was like not letting myself enjoy it because I was like, she's going to slip. Like, this is not cool. This is not going to be good. But it went off without a hitch. I agree with you that I felt like it went way too long because I loved the work that they did when they were dancing. And I
Mm-hmm.
just thought everything that she was doing on the floor was so amazing. And I just wanted more of that. But
Mm-hmm.
it was really cool to see creativity and it was exciting to see a prop used well because the only other props we've been seeing all season have been used literally like shit. So it was exciting. I
Not the
thought
canoe.
that I thought that it looked like a week 8 dance and not a week 5 dance. Like it looked like a dance in the finals. I thought it was that good. I think that her and Artem seemed to be doing really well. And she was crying a lot. So that's why I was like, oh my God, she is stressed. Like she's giving this thing everything she's got. So it's really exciting to see. And I know we get a little bit tired of a bachelorette being on the show, but that's just going to be the reality. And I'm happy that it's her because she's good and I enjoy watching her.
Yeah. And she doesn't give me like I'm not trying to be shitty, I promise. But like she doesn't give me your stereotypical bachelorette energy.
No, not at all. She's
So
very sweet.
I love her. I am obsessed with her. I didn't know who she was before this because I don't watch that franchise anymore.
Her and Gabby have both been positive, like a good push. Like
Yeah, a
I
great
enjoyed both of them back to
representation.
back. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
they've been good
I'm
back
with
to
you.
back. So,
And then Carrie Ann had some weird ass comment from left field and said, as
oh my
someone who's been
God,
on the poll before,
please.
and everyone was like, what the hell? Like, first of all, no thanks for that mental image.
She just has to sexualize herself
She's
in
such a
front of
pick me
Artem,
girl. She is such a
especially to
pick me
Artem,
girl.
especially to her ex-boyfriend.
Well,
Artem.
I was shocked that she was like, Artem, you nailed it with the choreography. Like
I
called him
know.
out by name. I was like, oh,
Oh,
oh.
maybe it's healing. Nature is healing. Um, so yeah, and then she gives him a 10.
Yeah. Well, I think
So
she gave Charity the 10.
you know what I mean. But I mean, giving Artem and Charity, a lot of times she will skimp out on Artem's partners because she doesn't like Artem. But I was really shocked by the 10. So she got the first 10 of the season. She got a 9 from Derek and a 9 from Bruno for a total score of 28.
I agree with this. I think that I can't imagine what would have made it better. Her performance, her commitment to this dance, and like I said, the raw emotion that you felt. Like, contemporary is supposed to make you feel something.
Right.
It's supposed to make you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And I was so emotional over this. I like felt like I knew exactly how she felt. And the song, it just everything. I loved it. It was perfection. I could not get enough of it. I could have watched them continue to do the floor work for like another 5 minutes. It was amazing. So I'm glad that she got the first 10 of the season.
She is one to watch. She's very good, and I can see her in the finals. 100%.
Definitely.
100%. Okay. So next up, we had Allison and Sasha. They had a Viennese waltz to Perfect by Ed Sheeran.
So her most memorable year was 2003 when she married her husband Alexis, which was very sweet.
Her zaddy.
Yeah,
husband.
he's a cutie boy. The flashback to last week's dance was literally like a jump scare.
Okay, so obviously I didn't get to talk about Disney night at all.
Oh, do you want to?
I'll make it short really quick. Because tonight's episode is so long-winded, y'all. We're sorry. But the costuming department for Allison and Sasha, I have never in my life, like, okay, first of all, Sasha is Cogsworth, though. Like, it does make sense. But they did him so dirty with that little mustache in the middle part. And then for Allison, God bless her soul. While I loved the top, I did. I loved the beaded top. Everything else, like, she looked like the Tin Man. Yes. She literally looks like the Tin Man.
She's the Bronze Man.
The Bronze Man, literally. I thought that, obviously, so I watched last week's dance. I thought this week's dance was leaps and bounds better than her Disney night dance. And that's not even saying much. Like, that's how bad her Disney night dance was to me.
Horrible.
My last comment about Disney night is that I loved all the themes. I loved all the costuming. I thought that they really did a good job. The Hyundai plugs, like the plugs for the Hyundai, not sponsored on this podcast, but very clearly sponsored by ABC and sponsors Dancing with the Stars. Happy for them. Get that bag. Do you? But all of that was interesting, but I thought costuming and the set work was amazing last week. I absolutely thought Disney night was precious and wish I could have detailed it all with you. But this week's dance I thought was way better, but yet again, we had an umbrella, which is not necessary. The umbrella was not necessary.
No, I agree with you. I also am just dead at the fact that you called that clock by name.
Cogsworth?
Yeah.
And Lumiere?
Yeah, I knew Lumiere, but I sure as shit could not remember that clock's name.
Cogsworth.
I don't know why that was so funny to me.
It is funny. It is funny.
So
Mrs. Potts, who else? Mrs. Potts, Buttercup. Or isn't it Buttercup? What's
his name's Chip.
Chip.
Buttercup.
Who's Buttercup? Who's Buttercup?
She's the princess in The Princess Bride.
Who is who was Coco in the dance? What's that? The feather tail? What's the
feather duster?
The feather duster. What's her name?
Anyway,
I'll remember it later. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
So okay, I was also very confused by the umbrella, but Mary Taylor Roth explained it, and she said it's from How I Met Your Mother, that it's like a big theme in the show that symbolizes finding your soulmate. So, and her whole dance was dedicated to her husband. So I can like get there with that. I'll give this a pass. Sure. But again, like when you've done props like 3 weeks in a row, basically the entire show. The entire show. I just don't think that I don't think it added anything to the dance at all. Like, but I also like obviously don't watch How I Met Your Mother regularly enough to know the themes. So I'm just going to let that, trust Mary Taylor Roth and
same.
And be like, okay, I'm fine with this. She looked so, so, so much better. She had, like, some musicality, like, she was, like, I don't know if it was because she was, like, feeling the emotion and, like, just letting go,
It
and
was
but it
well choreographed.
yes, it looked so like, she looked so much more natural. I was so happy to see this improvement, but my problem with her is just that at this point in the competition, this was good. Yes, absolutely. It was by far her best dance, but everyone else is so much at such a different level that this is just not gonna cut it anymore.
Yeah.
And so, but I have nothing wrong. The show. I've always said this, and so I can't, be a hypocrite now. It's about people coming on and improving week
That's
to
so
week.
true. It's so true. Because it does get, you do get, I mean, I know myself, I will sometimes fall into the trap of like, well, it should be better by now. But then it's like, these are Harry and Allison and whoever else is here, Barry, these people that have no dance experience. It's okay sometimes for me to be like, okay, I need to take a step back. Allison's obviously not a professional. And that's why I was pleased with this dance and it being leaps and bounds better because it was actually a dance this time. It wasn't some dumb little hoo-ha routine that looked like a kid.
Not the hoo-ha
You
routine.
know what I mean? Just like just full of just little kicks and flexed feet and stuff. Like this was actually a performance. So I
Yeah,
really was very proud of her and impressed with it, especially from what we've seen before. I did not know she had it in her.
I know. I was really excited to see her do so well. And she got sevens across the board, 21
Yeah,
blackjack.
good for her.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay.
And I'm mostly happy that I don't have any guilt this week
Me
to where
either.
I feel like I have to like come on here and talk about how bad this lady sucked on live
It
television.
is refreshing. Like it is so exciting that she actually did something I'm proud of, like and enjoyed watching, and didn't
Yes.
have to look away in
Right.
shame the whole
Right.
time.
Shame.
So, speaking of shame, the next couple, Harry and Riley, they had a contemporary "To Keep Your Head Up" by Andy Grammer.
Odd. Odd
Very-
choice.
Talk about his
Um
memorable year.
so his most memorable year was 2020 when Too Hot to Handle came out. He apparently went full on party boy with the fame, like drinking, partying, dancing, being an asshole, like basically just turned into like essentially like a douchebag.
Hmm.
And people he got a lot of backlash. I think he felt like he lost himself because of the fame, and then people were basically telling him what a terrible person that he was. Like whoever messaged his mom saying that she should die, like
People on the internet are so unhinged.
for what reason? Like
For absolutely it absolutely makes no sense. Like I wrote that it's when he got 2020, the year he found fame, went crazy and didn't care about himself or his life. And then it's also the year he got internet hate for the first time. And I thought that's what was interesting too, is when they had his buddy on Zoom or whatever, and he was like, we come from a small town in Australia,
yeah, he's a farm boy.
and then suddenly everybody knows who Harry is, and then you only know what Netflix shows you.
Hmm.
And so
And then once he became popular, what he showed you in real
mhm.
life, which was apparently shit.
Yeah, and what was on that picture that they showed? What was painted across his chest? What did it say? It said something like
Oh, I don't
arrogant
know.
or something. Like it said something, someone else will know, but like they showed some kind of some montages from Too Hot to Handle, and he had something like
Oh,
ask
yeah, when they painted on themselves or with their
yeah, like
partner or whatever, like
yeah, what someone thought about them, and it was like all these mean words on his like painted on him, and I thought, oh my god, what a time! I didn't watch the show. I need to watch. I honestly want to go back and watch just because now I know Harry, so I'm interested to go back and see. Like,
yeah, it was basically an exercise. So this whole thing was like essentially, the movie Couples Retreat.
yes,
It was kind of like that where you go in and you're not with anyone. It's like a mixture of like a group dating thing, but
oh,
you're actually these people are all like horned up and ready to go all the time, and so they can't have any physical connections with
oh, or they
people.
lose money.
Right.
Oh, okay,
It's like
okay,
a weird hodgepodge of a bunch of different shows that already exist, But so they also like do activities together, and they like
Gotcha,
meet
gotcha.
with like counselors, like emotional people to talk about like how to quit being an asshole and being in your own way because you are living fast, live fast.
Die hard, baby.
I was gonna say live fast, eat ass.
Isn't it live fast, die young? What is it?
Live
What's the
fast.
actual?
Wait,
Is it? Oh, okay. Well,
I think it's die young. Wait,
live
what?
fast, die young. Live fast, die
Live
hard.
fast, die young, bad girls do
That's it. That's it.
it.
That's where I was getting that from.
um, but I was I was
Fast
saying it because like they're all like basically sex, not addicts,
fiends.
but yeah, fiends. That's a good word. And so they're like trying to show them like there's more to like sex should be part of like a relationship.
Ah,
Not always, but like when you're just simply going around, you know,
gotcha, gotcha,
getting it while the getting's good all the time 24/7, maybe you should like take a look internally at like what's going on.
gotcha.
So that was
Okay.
the premise loosely. um and I mean,
He popped off. Like now he's very, very popular.
yeah, and I think he was on like The Circle or something after that.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I don't know though, I can't remember, he's been on something else. But yeah, so Riley's amazing, and their partnership is just amazing. um the The song was
Tough.
weird.
Bad. Bad. Oh, wait, wait, wait.
Bad, just
Wait.
bad.
I went back and rewatched and re-listened to that opening note 10 times, and I've been practicing my opening note for the podcast
Okay.
to sound just like the cover. Let's see if I can do it. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. That's literally how his dance started.
It's giving Fergie singing the national anthem.
It is. But okay, so whenever I heard that opening note, I was like, oh God, no, this is gonna be bad. And I thought that the dance was a major step back from his performance last week. I thought that
Uh-huh.
this was just bad. There was absolutely no movement from him. I thought that the song set him up for failure.
Mhm.
So that style dance with that song, just an epic fail. It was
But he
just
picked
no
the
good.
song.
Yeah, but and I know, and that's why I'm like, Riley, why didn't you tell this man? Like, let's pick another song about picking ourselves back up or showing the world who we are. There's probably plenty of other
Or Rachel Live could have covered it
done
differently.
some justice. Yeah, because that was rough for a contemporary. I thought that Riley is so good, and I really think she's done well with what she's been given and what she's been tasked with for her first season. But I thought that this is where her lack of experience showed here. This was very much a Coco Vinny dance. Very much like last year whenever Coco would just kind of like dance around Vinny and let him stand there sometimes.
Mhm.
I'm really kind of, as the season's getting going further and further, I'm like comparing those partnerships a little bit because it's like everyone loved Vinny and wanted him there, even though he was consistently at the very bottom of the leaderboard. And I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen with Harry and Riley.
So, I will say this though. Lifts are so damn hard. You have
Yes,
to be so strong to be able to pull it off. And he did a great job.
he
He
did.
really did.
He really did. The lifts were also good. I have very strong lifts in my notes too.
So
I
the
agree.
thing here's what this reminded me of exactly. The Amon and Daniela I don't know if it was Halloween, I think it was Disney night dance. Yeah, it was Disney night where
Yeah,
he
it
was
couldn't have been Halloween because
yeah,
Halloween was Amon's breakout dance.
correct.
Never forget.
Never forget. Sorry, my bad. But their Disney night dance where he was Jafar and she was Iago, and all he seemed to do
Was
was
stand
those
there.
amazing ass lifts.
Yeah.
But like it was so impactful and like it was so cool. But like this is the same thing. It's the same vibe. Like he did some amazing lifts, which are super impressive. You have to be so strong. But because there was no other real
Content at
movement,
all.
it was tough. And like a contemporary that's supposed to be so emotional, I wasn't getting that from
Especially when he like crawled over her, and like did the pose we all saw in the picture. I was like, this just doesn't match the dance. It was not needed.
like, what head are we keeping up here?
Literally dead. I'm done.
Sorry, Belinda, Madeline's mom.
It's okay. She doesn't care.
But yeah, the sexy ending came out of nowhere. It was weird.
Nowhere. It made no sense.
Yeah. It was so weird. I was like, what is that for? What are we doing?
Their scores? Oh yeah, bad scores. They got 6s from everyone. 18 out of 30. Lowest score, bottom of the leaderboard. Lowest score by far.
I think he's getting better and he has potential from last week. And again, the lifts were really impressive. So I don't want to act like
and I agreed with Derek on that.
And I don't want it to seem like I thought this was a total dumpster fire shit show, because it wasn't, because he did some really good stuff. It's just the actual dance was not there for me. But he, like Allison, is not where he should be at this point in the season.
Yeah.
And I died though when Bruno was like, "Don't be so stiff," and Harry was like, "Sorry, I'm still being Woody."
Yeah, and then everyone was thinking about Harry's Woody for the rest of the night.
Yeah, correct. You're not wrong. You can find it on his OnlyFans. No.
Yeah, truly. Not sponsored. But please let it be.
We cannot be sponsored by Harry Jowsey's OnlyFans.
I would love it. I would accept.
It's $0 though to subscribe, so I don't know how much money he's bringing in, to be honest.
Oh damn, probably nothing.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that he can bounce back next week. But
I do too. And I think he can. I believe that he can.
Yeah,
because we saw potential.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see. This was just kind of meh for me, but
yeah.
Then we had the Len Goodman tribute, and
oh my god,
I literally I'm not the same person I was before that.
So it was a Len Goodman tribute. It was a waltz to Moon River, and it was choreographed by Jenna and Val. We had returning pros Kim, Anna, Karina, Tony, Lewis, Max, and Mark. So we had 8 pros return, the OGs. Some of the OGs returned, even though Mark obviously was on last season and won. He took the season off this year. But yeah, I have so many thoughts. I knew this was coming. I knew they were going to do it. I didn't know when they were going to do it. I didn't know that it was going to be so soon. Like, I thought it might be like the last night or the finale or something. And so whenever we got the news press release or whatever from Instagram that Jen and Val were choreographing the dance, I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to cry so hard. And I was absolutely gutted. It was absolutely breathtaking. The costuming was out of this world. It was so moving. The images, the backdrop image of the moon with the fog department, as always, working overtime. The choreography being just like a gorgeous, perfectly executed group waltz where everyone was so in tune and so on point. And obviously the professionals just know how to dance. I love when they all get together because it's phenomenal. And such a big group of all of them doing that for him. I just know that he was just beaming up from heaven. And then when they beamed the light onto his chair, I could not handle it. Seeing all of them be so emotional and crying, I was just a puddle. My hand was over my mouth the whole time because I was just absolutely floored by how good it was and gorgeous. And it was better than I could have ever dreamed.
Same. I agree. Everything you said. Like, I like when they at the end, the spotlight on the empty middle chair at the desk, and everyone's looking over there, and it's his voiceover. I'm about to cry.
Oh, whenever he said, "Oh my
all
God,
good things must come to an end." Oh my God,
that was savage of them to do to us. Like,
I literally I'm actually tearing up right now. Like, it was I knew I was gonna cry because I cry at freaking everything because I'm a big baby. Yes. But so I thought it would be during the dance. I didn't know we were getting a whole
Montage.
memoir montage package, and I just like he was just the best. Like, and when they were talking about the dance and what it was going to be, and they were like, and there's going to be no messing about, it's just going to be a
Uh-huh.
proper waltz, and I came absolutely unglued, like
Mhm.
literally like sobbing, like beyond control, snot out the nose, mascara down the face, like my shoulders were like shaking. I was crying so hard
I
because
loved
it was exactly perfect. And it looked like a scene from like the live action Cinderella, where all those beautiful ball gowns on the dance floor, everyone moving at one, like it was so beautiful and perfect. And like just the raw emotion again from everybody. Like, I don't know how there were any dry eyes in the house, like truly, if there were. And like Moon River, it
it's so special.
was my grandfather's favorite song. And so when the opening came on and that top hat was on the floor in the spotlight, I was like,
Uh,
"Oh no. Oh no,
chills,
I'm dead.
chills,
I'm not going to make it." Like I already knew I
chills.
was going to be sad, and then it was that song, and I was just like, "Welp, I'm not going to be okay."
Yeah, and then Derek's talk when Derek was saying like, "I was so glad that I got to spend last season with him, and I just regret not spending more time with him."
And
And that literally was a dagger to my heart because they've all grown up with Lynn. He was their ballroom judge for years and years and years. I loved when they panned to all the photos of all of those pros as kids being judged by Lynn.
I
And
know.
I just thought that was really cool. And they were like, "We knew when you disappointed him, and he let you know. But also when you made him proud, it was the most spectacular thing you could do." And that's what I love and loved for so long about Dancing with the Stars. It is like they had those OG judges for every single season. It never changed.
I
And it's
know.
only since changed because he's not here. And so it's so sad. I just wish he would have had more time and I just wish he was here. But it was such a moving tribute. And then when they panned to his wife in the crowd,
Oh my god.
that just and then all of if that camera panned to one more person bawling their eyes out, I mean, it kept going. Like I was like, do they want me to just like sit here and keep squalling because it's working?
Bruno was,
Oh my god, the poor man.
oh my god. And like it was just perfect. And like then I thought about it and I was like, "Oh my god, like Derek has known this man since he was like 12 years old,"
10
he
years
said.
old, 10 years old. Yeah.
And like the majority of his life, he's known
Uh-huh.
Lynn. And I had thought about how he and Haley got married and Lynn wasn't there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there's just, it's so sad, like, when you lose something like, and Dancing with the Stars, like, I know for me has been, like, something that I like, do with my grandparents, like,
Uh-huh. And your
we'll watch, and
parents.
I'll call and talk about it, and my grandmother and my grandfather used to watch it together, and so I would talk to both of them about it, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Wow, they would've like, he would have loved this dance," like, and it's
Mhm.
such a, it was just so beautiful and
It was
wonderful. I know we're just saying the same thing over and over, but, like, I
It
just
deserves it. It deserves that much time to be talked about. It truly does. It was spectacular. It was a work of art. And whenever you see those pros dance, it's truly a moving piece of art. And it's just amazing how talented and incredible they are. And like how it really was just no frills. They just danced. That was
yeah,
it.
they
And
just went out there and did
they did it
exactly
for
what they
Lynn
were supposed to do.
and exactly what Lynn loved about ballroom.
I know.
So it was
Oh,
really, really, really special.
it was so wonderful.
Oh,
I loved it
I
so
miss
much.
Lynn so much. I
I
miss him so
know.
much.
I know.
But he'd be so proud.
I'm like full on crying. What is wrong with me?
I know what'll make you stop crying. A cover of On the Road Again by Willie Nelson. Jason and
I
Daniela.
What the hell, dude? Like
They were
I
like
have
opposite 0 to 100. Like, let's flip you from your lowest and let's try and perk you guys back up with Jason dancing a quick step to On the Road Again.
Sierra Livermore said, ABC just wrecked my heart through that Lynn tribute and then drop kicked me into a freaking quick step
Not
to
a
On the
drop
Road
kick.
Again.
Not a drop kick.
The Jason Mraz cover of Willie Nelson did it for me. I was just like, what is happening?
So,
Like,
what was his most memorable year?
his most memorable year was 1999. He was an elementary school janitor in Farmville, Indiana.
What? How did I miss that?
I don't know.
I missed that Jason the janitor.
Something about being an elementary school janitor as a young man creeps me out, and I don't know why.
Again, here we go with Jason and his mini career, his mini hats.
Except for not.
Jason and his mini hats. But yeah.
Motown fan, elementary school janitor, Jason Mraz.
Jason Mraz.
And then he like packed up all his shit and followed his dream all the way to Hollywood, Texas. And here he is now. And so
good for him. Now he's a Grammy winner.
And Motown fan, most importantly.
And Motown fan.
So it was very funny to me that, like, I mean, I know the quick step, like, I understand what it is. I get it. I've seen it. But like Daniela really put like the classic kind of quick step stuff in there where like you're doing the kick one leg out behind you and then put it back behind you. And I was like, damn, I low key be doing the quick step anytime I'm microwaving food. Like,
oh my god.
I stay quick stepping in the kitchen.
That's funny. Yeah.
The facial expressions and singing just really kill the whole thing for me. I'm sorry. And I felt like I was so negative about this dance. I don't know, maybe because I was still just absolutely devastated from what had just happened previously. And they're like, anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Yada da, yada down the road again. And I was like, I was so confused as to how I was supposed to react. And I was like, I can't even take this seriously right now. It was
too stark a contrast. We really should have edited the lineup. Like, it would not have killed them. It would not have killed them to put something a little bit slower after, but you know, whatever. Like, they were trying. Classic ABC. Classic, literally.
I feel like it did Jason a huge disservice because I was like, how can I even care about this right now when I'm like having a mental breakdown? Like, I'm in emotional turmoil at this point in my life, and you want me to just be like, on the road again, I can't wait. And like, I was not.
No, but it was on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. I can't wait. It was this sped up version of the Willie Nelson classic, and I thought it was good. Jason is good. He's notoriously great. So I'm just excited for him to have something that's, I don't know. He's so consistently good that it's like, what's a breakout really going to be? But I really was hoping, like, I wish he would have gotten a contemporary. I wish he would have gotten something a little bit, I don't know, more that had a little more feeling to it, just because this was hard to take seriously. However, his steps were on point. He and Daniela are 100% in sync. He is a great partner for her.
Yeah, and their partnership is awesome.
And he got all 9s from all the judges. So he got a 27 out of 30, which was a really great score.
Daniela is just the best. Like, her choreography is unmatched. It's truly incredible. But everything all right?
No, sorry. I'm drinking my sparkling water. I'm slamming it down on the dresser. My bad.
Okay. Calm down over there.
Sorry, everyone.
But he's very good, but he's giving me a Wayne Brady moment. Where he's like been good the whole
cheesy.
time.
It's getting cheesy.
He's been good the whole time, and I'm like, okay, I want to see you be great. You know?
Yep.
And also, Madeline really wants to see you wear a fedora.
Also, yeah, you're really not helping my over here. So, anyway. Okay, next. Lele and Brandon, they had a contemporary to I'll Stand By You by the Pretenders.
Have her boobs always been this big, or was it the costuming?
I think her waist is also getting skinny and skinnier from all her dancing.
I mean, I'm not like body shaming or commenting on her body to be rude. I just like never.
She looks good. Good.
I just never noticed. And then the way the costuming, what her outfit was this week, it was like very much like boobs.
Right,
so
and if the camera was at a different angle, it looked like she didn't have a shirt on
I know,
sometimes.
I know.
It almost looked see-through. It was like the color of that fabric with the background, like, it just sometimes I literally was like, "Whoa, it looks like she's topless."
Yeah. So that was like what my first impression was when they showed them. I was like, "Oh my gosh. Wow, where did those come from?"
Literally.
But her most memorable year was 2020 as well as Harry. But hers was because she released a docu-series about mental health because she struggles with severe OCD, anxiety, and mild Tourette's. And I feel like the world's biggest asshole because I was like, she's too much for me. She's so over the top. And I'm like, oh, well, she's like,
I would like to watch that documentary.
yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah,
But
that can be our homework.
I'm not gonna do it. But yeah. Um.
You don't wanna watch the D'Amelio show again?
Oh my god, that was physically painful. But cannot believe how much I have fallen in love with her. I truly, truly think she is fantastic.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I knew nothing about her before. Even whenever I had mentioned her name to others, they were like, "Oh, she's annoying. Her social media is so annoying." And I don't think you're an asshole for being like, "She's so over the top," because that is what she puts out there. But that's why this show is so refreshing because we actually get to see like them be real people instead of just the brand that they put out there for the follows
Mm-hmm.
and the likes. And hey, if being over the top's what got her 54 million Instagram followers and she's set for life on Instagram, like, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed her perspective. I have loved getting to learn more about her. I was absolutely shocked by the news of all of her different disorders. I loved that she brought light to it and told us about them. I love that she found her sweet, sweet husband who understands her, and like you could just tell that they have such a cute little bond with their little handshake. I went to her
I know.
Instagram. I went to her Instagram to look at her wedding photos and stuff. And Paris Hilton was a bridesmaid in her wedding.
A bridesmaid?
Paris Hilton was a bridesmaid in her wedding.
That's hot.
Yeah, so Layla is pretty cool. I thought that the dance was a very strong contemporary. I was also, again, here's another dance I didn't get to talk to you about last week. Last week's Layla's dance last week to the Roomba, Lion King Roomba, dance of the night last week. Dance of the
Absolutely.
freaking night. It was so good. I was blown away by her talent. Um, and I
Judges did
thought
her dirty.
the judges really underscored her, but I had chills. I'm talking full body chills last week watching her dance. And that's when it solidified it for me, where I was like, okay, this girl, she's working her way up. She's really trying. She's doing a really good job. I think Lele performs very well in the Latin dances. I think the contemporary was a challenge for her, but I thought it was a challenge that she met well. I was super impressed with her dance last week and this week. I like that we like Lele. I enjoy watching her, and I love this for Brandon. I cannot say that enough. The lifts that Brandon gave, Brandon looked like a strong king because
Absolutely.
like again, we're not talking like about bodies here, but like Brandon's not the biggest, buffest man, and Lele is like very strong and muscular. And I loved watching him literally press that girl up over his head.
I know.
I
Like,
was
go
so
off.
impressed. Like these dancers are so strong. It
I
was so
know.
incredible. So I loved the dance. I loved the musicality. I loved the performance. I loved the song. Great job.
He's nailing it this season. This choreography was everything. It was just sorry if you can hear Oliver. He's
Oh,
talking.
Millie is out there crying because I won't let her in here either.
Well, Oliver's
So
stuck in here and I can't get off the bed right now to go let him out, so he's just gonna have to deal with it. He's reaching his You're fine. It's okay. But I love her relationship with her husband. They are so sweet.
he's
I
hot
want
too.
yeah, I want them to be endgame for sure. I love their what they've, shown us of them. Because I don't know him from a hole in the ground, but they seem great.
I'm glad he was able to make it for the first time.
Yes, and I'm glad that he came and was like at the end of the dance, she went up to him
His
and it
little
was
man bun ponytail.
I know. It was just really cute and I just loved it. I thought it was so beautiful. She's a wonderful dancer.
Proud of
I
her.
was just like really emotional and this should have gone after Lynn.
Yeah, would have loved that.
And then
But
in the skybox when Julianne was talking to her and like everyone in the background was like nodding along empathetically and looked like they genuinely care about her so much. I was like, this cast rocks. They're
They like
so
each other.
wonderful.
They like each other.
That makes it fun.
It does. It's really sweet when they're all sad to watch someone go. But okay, so she ate it up. She got 3 8s with a 24 out of 30.
I agree with that. I feel like she could have gotten at least 1 9.
Yeah, last week was a 9 dance for me across the board. And it was not given that. And so this week I felt the scores were fair. Last week the scores were not fair.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Next up we had Sochi and Val. They had a Viennese waltz to Until I Found You by Steven Sanchez.
Her most memorable year was 2021. She became the first Latina superhero, entered the Marvelverse, and missed her quinceañera to do it.
Sweet angel Sochi.
She's just such a baby.
She's so good. She's so good.
Oh my God, can I tell you, I was so nervous when I saw her dressed up in that gown and then like with the tiara. I was like, please, dear God, do not tell me that she's going to say that she missed her prom because I will die.
Because Mira also had a crown. So I was like, what is it with the crowns tonight?
Did Mira have a crown?
Mira had one of those little baby ass crowns in her poof.
I didn't see it.
She did. They both did. And I was like, why are they wearing crowns? Like Disney was last week. So I was like, what is going on with the crown? But then it all made sense when she started talking.
And I was like, because didn't Charlie D'Amelio talk about missing her prom? And
yes.
And I was like, I can't do this again. I really just
But they
can't.
had prom night last year. So that's why.
Yes. But it was just, I was so scared that was the direction that it was going to go, which is like, I understand prom is like, I don't understand why it's such an iconic, pivotal American moment in your life, because it's really not. It's you in a dress where with your friends and your parents pay for all this shit, and then you go and dance in a dark room to get low around your teachers. Like, why is prom so romantic?
Prom now is like so different because all these girls actually look beautiful in their dresses and their hair and their makeup.
We looked beautiful too, okay?
Okay, we did, but we didn't
I've seen
look like
your prom pic of you on that van.
We didn't look like we were 30 years old going to prom. We also looked our age.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's why we look so good
also,
now.
I think probably what I'm judging off of is what I see, like, on TikTok. There's plenty of girls that look like I did, but...
Age-appropriate girlies, yeah.
Totally. But the quinceañera, whenever... excuse me. Whenever I was 15, I got invited to a quinceañera. And it was a girl...
Say that word again.
Quinceañera. Quinceañera.
Quinceañera?
Quinceañera.
Yeah.
I took literally 8 years of Spanish and still don't know any. So that's on me. But I went to a quinceañera and it was so fun. The girl, shout out to Mariana. I doubt she's listening, but if she is, her quinceañera was so fun. We went to a full Catholic mass in Memphis and they drove us up in limos. There were like 7 limos in a caravan. They took like all of our class, the whole 9th grade class. We all got to go to her quinceañera, and then they had a huge, like ballroom rented out. It was the most fun. It was literally like a wedding, but I was in the 9th grade. It was just the coolest party ever.
Yeah,
I hate that. So she didn't have one.
I know, it's like a huge deal because it's not like it's like a huge coming of age, cultural thing. So that's a big thing to miss.
It's just as big as their wedding. It's big. It's just as big as a wedding.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. We went to one, Brendan and I did last year, I believe. One of his colleagues is from El Salvador, and it was his daughter's quinceañera, and we had a ball. It was amazing. I mean, the whole thing is just like so elaborate, really cool and beautiful, and just I was blown away. It's so. And
what
cool.
What did Sochi say she did? She got on a skateboard and got a ball gown and rode through LA.
I know, and Val was like, "That's probably not an abnormal thing to see in LA."
She's just so great.
She really is great. She is the most beautiful dancer. Like, I just cannot
get over it.
I know, it's amazing. I love her. She's cute. she's cute. She's great. She's wonderful. I don't really have a lot of thoughts on this because it was just so like pretty to watch.
Yeah, I thought from I I knew from week 1 she would be good once we saw her dance, but
Mm-hmm.
she's really just blossoming into such a great performer. She's not someone I would have thought originally could win the mirror ball, but as I watch her every week, I think she could be another mirror. She could win the mirror ball.
Yeah.
I just think she's stunning. She is just such a good dancer, and I'm very impressed with her technique for someone who is not slated as a dancer.
Yeah, and
But
to be so young and have such elegance as well.
yeah. So she did absolutely amazing.
I died when they
Val
were
too. He's so good.
standing there, and Alfonso was like, "What's it like having all these people at your quinceañera?" And she was like, "It's great." And Val goes, "Where are the gifts?"
Val is a mess. I just think he's so funny. And they're such a great partnership together. Again, I think the partnerships this year are wonderful.
Yeah.
She was scored well by the judges. She got a 9 from Carrie Ann, a 10 from Bruno, the second 10 of the whole
Nope.
season.
A 10
Oh, I'm
from
sorry.
Derek.
I'm so sorry. A 10 from Derek and a 9 from Bruno. I'm sorry. 10 from Derek.
Yep. 28.
Very good. Solid dance. Blown away. She could win.
Yeah. I agree. She's really damn good. Then we had Mauricio, the talk of the town.
Mauricio and Emma, Contemporary to Rise Up by Andra Day.
So his most memorable year was 1996.
He was broke. Remember in the promotion?
Fired, broke, 2 kids.
He said, I was fired, I was broke, and I had 2 kids. And then it just cut off there.
Yep.
Like there was nothing.
Just like, damn. That's
like,
tough.
Woof.
And he said they had 4 people in a 2-bedroom condo. And I was like really sad. Why are you laughing?
Because like I believe him that he was broke, but also he was like, we had 4 people in a 2-bedroom condo, which, okay, that's not that bad, first of all.
That's very, a lot of people do.
A lot of people do that. And
a lot more.
And then he said, and Kyle was clipping coupons for us to get by. I'm like, okay.
Literally me in this economy.
Literally everyone. But,
I am, and okay. I am gainfully employed, so.
Yeah. So, but I get the sentiment. Like, I get that his life was really flipped upside down when he lost his job. Like, that's very traumatic, I'm sure. But then he was talking about how Kyle really built him up and pushed him into real estate. And so then talking about Kyle again, I'm like, okay, this is so weird.
I know, it's weird that he talks so openly about it. And I think partially because like he's very open about their like stuff in their past, like their relationship, and like it's just weird not knowing because there's no clarity on what it's like now, like what's actually going on. So and it made me really sad for like their family. Like you're in this weird spot in the spotlight. No one knows what the deal is like with your family and like your relationship and all of this. And then you're like looking back on this like really hard time that was like, you know, that they were so close. And like when you don't have anything but each other, like that's a really
yeah
it's just like so different. And now like you seem like
you have everything
and you're miles apart. Like it's just
right.
It made me really, really sad for them and like their kids. And so I was really.
Kyle also looks exactly the same.
I know.
It's so unfair
for
it to be 30 years later. She literally looks exactly the same.
Yeah, she does, and good for her. But I loved this dance. I thought it was really beautiful. And then they kind of lost me with the ending pose where they were just crotch to crotch. Laying on the floor. Emily Patterson literally said, "That's definitely straight from the Kama Sutra."
Yes.
And he was like, "This is for my family." And then it's just him and Emma with their
crotch is touching.
Yeah, they were bumping uglies for sure.
I mean, I have never, in all my years watching this show, I have never seen an ending pose like that, especially amidst the amount of rumors that are going on between the two. Emma's like, we were spotted holding hands, leaving a romantic dinner. Let's pose with our uglies touching each other on national television.
And it wasn't even like the Harry and Riley private
No, it was
moment
insane.
where it was like more natural, where you're like on top of each other, I guess. Like, and like it was theirs was missionary. And
I'm
then
trying to think of like what you could even name that position.
And then this, it was like the downward, backwards rattlesnake, upside
reverse
down,
cowgirl,
yeah.
double, triple,
triple Lutz. And I was like, and then she like sat back up, and I was like, are they gonna end like in a frontal
and
hug?
then it happened again.
And then she laid back down, and I was like, can we watch? Is this allowed?
Yeah, I'm like, this show is supposed to be rated G. What the heck is going on?
That just like really, that again, like Riley and Harry's, like it came out of left freaking field. I was like,
truly,
we're having this like emotional moment. He's like, for family, and then he's like, get over here and put that.
And then it was very sensual.
Saddle up, baby.
Saddle up. On the road again.
Oh my God.
They literally, like, the whole dance was so sensual too. Like all the rubbing and the emotion, and it was very good. I loved the dance. And then lost me. Truly lost me at the end post.
I know. I was like following along. I was like, yes, I get it. I'm with this. I love it. It's great. I feel the emotion. I'm here for
Emma's
it.
Emma's hair was herring the whole dance. She was just like,
it was
whipping her hair.
And then at the end, they said, and now we become one. In front of all of you.
Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. If I mean, there were
absolutely nuts involved.
Yeah, and then his kids just sitting there,
like clapping. They're like, "Oh, we've seen this before." No, I'm just kidding.
They're like, "What is Dad doing,
Dad?
bro?
You're embarrassing me."
Literally. So, okay, he ate it up. He got 24, all 8s, 24 out of 30. It was good, but it was weird.
Yeah. I was, like I said, I was there. I was following along, and then the end, I was just like, "Wait a second, how did we get from here, from where we started to here?" I'm lost.
It's very interesting, that's for sure.
If you,
there's up for interpretation.
There's a like picture of it, like just that final pose.
Wild.
It was really something to behold. I'm glad we all got to experience that together.
And last but certainly not least, Barry and Peta, Paso Doble to Born to Be Wild.
Biker baddie Barry.
His fit was fitting. I loved it so much. I loved his jacket.
I love him. So his most memorable year was 1968, the year before the Brady Bunch changed his life. Aww. He was on the road again.
He really was, though. It was crazy to think what they used to have to do to promote shows.
I know. He was a man about town and riding his motorcycle, and he was just, and then he became a Brady, and his life was never the same. And I was so damn nervous when I found out that this was a Paso Doble. Sarah said something about it, and I forgot, and then I saw that the fit, and I was like, oh shit, this could be like, how are you gonna Paso Doble to Born to Be Wild? I'm very concerned.
Yeah.
Peta was looking hotter than ever.
Always.
And Barry, just his smile melts my whole heart. And then he came out there, and he did not come to play. He said, let's do this damn thing. And he did. He Paso Doble'd his ass off.
He sure did. Big redemption from last week. I watched his dance last week, and the cartwheel moment was really tough. And it was he had a big flub last week, but he smiled through the whole thing. And I think everyone loves him so much, and that's evident by the ballroom. Like, everyone is just so obsessed with him, me included. I thought this dance, though, was so strong. And it just proved to me that he deserves to be there. And he's a really good dancer. It was all content. It was all Paso content. He gave every single step. Like, he stepped with force. he did every movement as much as he possibly could, and it's just so amazing that I I love that. I don't love that I thought he would go soon, but, like, I'm so proud that he's still here, and I just love him. I will vote for him in every time, no matter what.
I'm proud that he's still here and that it's because he deserves to be here.
Exactly. 100%
He
he
has
deserves to be
definitely
there.
stepped up to the plate and like proven himself. And I'm so proud that it's not just like the fan support. It's
Mhm.
truly that he's crushing it. And it's so
Yep.
great because people literally love him. Like the ballroom is electric when Barry nails it. Like
And he
people love him.
finally got the respect from the judges this week. I felt like they finally scored him fairly.
Yes.
I love that when Derek's comment that Len would have loved the dance, and I just thought that was
It
precious. I mean, and
literally
so true.
my heart. I wrote that down too. I said Lynn would have loved that dance, Derek, and then I did a sad
And
face.
I really think Len would have loved Barry on the show.
I agree. I
And
agree.
Peta's doing an amazing job, and she really is trying so hard. And like, even after the issues last week, this week he just came out there and killed it,
And
and it was
she's
super
so
impressive.
proud of him. Like she
Yeah.
was like patting his shoulder and like rubbing his back and like, hell yeah, you did it, Barry. Like it was so great. And then I was like riding the high. I was so excited. And then Carrie Ann came in trying to do some crowd work and get the people all pumped up. And
Oh, God bless Carrie Ann. God
I was like,
bless.
can you please just like shut
Painfully
up?
awkward. She was like, "Everybody, get up! If you love that dance, get up and put your hands up." I'm like, "No, what are you doing?" And like, it was so
And no
awkward
one
because
did it.
They pan the camera out, and like a couple people here and there are standing up, and Carrie Ann's like, "What? Come on, everybody!" And Lord, Carrie Ann, I'm just carrying in this platform she loves it. She freaking loves it.
I was so uncomfortable and she like doubled down. No one was doing it, and it's very
She's
clear
like, "Get up! Come on, everybody,
it's just
get
so
up!"
painful because like she's saying that, and as she's saying that and the camera's on her, there's a whole ass audience behind her that's very much not doing it. And
Yeah,
I was
it
just like,
was
oh, make it,
sweet.
please end this. And she was like, no, come
Good
on,
stuff.
guys, come on, everyone. And I was like, can we
Mm.
just like move on from
She
get him
ruined
to the
it.
skybox, get
She
him up
ruined
there,
it.
get him away from this.
But yeah, I was super impressed, and
He
then
ate it up.
he ate it up, and then
24.
we had to elimination.
Yep. So Alfonso revealed that this was the closest vote we've had all season, which like
Very
that doesn't
interesting.
really mean anything to me because I don't really know, like, I don't know. It just I don't know I want to know what the numbers are.
Yeah, me too. I
But
think they should disclose it.
that would be wild. Well,
They
no,
should.
but if they did, then like last season with Charlie D'Amelio, you would have felt like total shit because you'd be like, well, why am I even trying? I have no shot at winning this.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
you know, it's fine. But the bottom three were Harry and Riley, Mira
Mm-hmm.
and Gleb, and Allison and
And
Sasha.
and again, it's a bottom three in no particular order, but every week they're putting the bottom people in the bottom.
Right.
Like every week they keep having the same people in the bottom.
Right. And I do think that these three were the bottom three. Like they're my bottom three.
Yeah, and I feel like that's been good. I've enjoyed not enjoyed, but it's been interesting though to see that I feel like it has been pretty honest, at least lately. Like the people who should be in the bottom are there.
Correct. I was actually really surprised, but Mira and Gleb got the boot. And she was shocked.
Oh, she was floored because they hadn't been in the bottom yet.
No, and she was like really, really upset. I felt so bad. My heart hurt for her.
Because Gleb's sexiness has carried them through this far.
And you know what? I'm guilty as charged because I love seeing that man on my screen.
I'm always voting for Gleb. I'm always voting for Gleb's partner. But her dance was just not good last night, and I think it just really like it got forgotten in the mix.
Yeah. And then we need to talk about really quick when Barry and Peta got called safe. There's a clip the camera pans to Gleb and he's clapping and like shaking his head slowly, smiling.
Yeah.
And some people are like throwing shade and think that he was like being shitty and like a poor sport, but I didn't get that at all because I watched it live and I was like, I think it was like a sitcom kind of moment, like, oh, that Barry, like
very much like a of course.
Of course, that guy,
and like,
know?
and like, thank goodness, like he does deserve it. Kind of like a shake in his head, like not in disbelief, but in agreement.
Yeah, I think so too. So that's my take on it. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe
I don't think Gleb is like that. I don't think Gleb is like that at all. Gleb is like, I'm here to have fun. I love my job. This is great.
I'm so glad he doesn't talk like that because that would be off-putting.
You know what I mean. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, no. It's just getting to a point in the competition where this is really hard because I do like this whole cast so much.
Yeah, and if Allison's dance would have been bad today, I would have been pissed that she was still here.
Same.
But my prediction is Allison will go next week.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know.
See, it's Halloween night.
Halloween night is my Super Bowl, baby. It's my favorite ever. I love it so much. I love that it's like. I
cannot wait.
I feel like it's just like the costuming always hits. The songs always hit. Like the sets are on point. Like how if Disney night was as good as it was this year,
Halloween better be good.
Yeah, some car company sponsor Halloween night so that we can have that budget.
Please. So yeah, I really think that between all the dances being pretty solid and the homage to Len, it was a really good night, and I just love this show so much.
I really do. I love it so much. I cannot wait for next week.
I'm so excited for next week.
I know. And
I'm sorry to everyone that this episode is so long, but we had so much to cover.
Well, also there was a lot that's happened. So we will bid you adieu until next week. Get ready to get spooky.
Ooh, spooky season. Happy Halloween next week.
Happy Halloween next week. I gotta figure out what we're gonna do because like I really want to watch this damn show live. But like if we stay here, then we're gonna have trick-or-treaters, and if we go,
just put the bowl on the thing. You know,
I live in Memphis, homie. They're gonna steal the whole bowl, like bowl and all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just you know, well, what time does the show start for you? 7? Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess kids are kind of wrapping up by then. Yeah, because it gets dark earlier.
Yeah, so. In our neighborhood for sure. And
well, I look forward to hearing about how it goes.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. I have been snacking on some Almond Joys and 100 Grand bars that I know kids aren't gonna pick, so those are for me.
Love.
Yep.
Love. Well, I'm excited for next week. Thanks everybody so much for listening. Please join the Facebook group from Len the 10 DWTS.
Yep, we love you all, and can't wait to talk about it next week. Bye.
Bye.